just prepared the same.
It was a massive moment for him, really.
You've just got to be cutthroat and just knuckle down.
You've always got to back yourself.
It's man versus man, really.
He gave a few sort of fist pumps early on.
The conditions were good and the scoring was low, so this is all I've wanted to do is play golf. There's just no time for anything else. It's just golf or nothing, really. You put all the work in, you should get something out of it if you believe in yourself. Midway through the season last year, you're sort of looking at the Race to Dubai rankings, knowing that you're a long way off where you need to be because you need around 450 points to keep your status for the next year. And I think as well, playing a full season on DP World Tour has been like a big eye-opener, and seeing the level that I need to perform at. It didn't go to plan in Korea, but I took a lot from that week and practiced really hard on the weekend and got my game in a good position for the second stage of qualifying school, which was the next week.
Q School's probably the hardest part of golf, really. It's 14 rounds of really tough golf, and you've got to shoot under par in every round or you've got no chance, really.
Everyone's there in like a killer mentality, like you're trying to beat everyone to secure your job for the next year. The final stage of qualifying school was very nail-biting. The first 4 rounds I was playing very solidly, and even the second stage I was comfortably inside the cut line. And then the first 4 rounds of the final stage I was playing well. I think I shot a few under in every round. I was doing absolutely fine, and then the 5th round I think I shot 1 over. So it put me back a little bit.
A difficult day for Josh Berry after a solid first 4 rounds. He's going to have it all to do in the 6th and final round. He has any hope of playing on the tour next year.
It wasn't without, drama. They basically, a storm came through on the night before the final round, and they ended up cancelling the play.
There was 4 feet of water on the road, so we had to have a day off, and so I was in like a coffee shop all day with Muffy, my manager, and George, my caddy, just talking about what we need to do the next day.
Josh and I, we played pool in the hotel, had a drive out to a cafe, get some lunch, just kind of like stripped it back, just really relaxed. And you could just see that it was I think it was probably a relief for him, really. We chatted about it again. I said, this would be a good thing for you, give you a day just to recover and recoup, and we go again tomorrow.
And then woke up the next day, had my normal warm-up, I was hitting it good.
We looked at the scorecard, the scoring, and we thought we need to shoot 5 under here.
And then got off to a great start, and then just golf, you get good momentum when you play well. I went to it like any other tournament and just prepared the same. I wouldn't say I did anything differently, I just played golf, and luckily a few putts dropped and you gain momentum, and it's just all or nothing, so you're going for everything, really.
You could just see he was so confident, he was playing really well. And then we got to the last hole and he's hit a great drive down the middle, and I've said, you've got 2 shots to spare here, just lay it up to a good number.
I knew as soon as I hit it was going to be good. Because Muffy was behind the green and I could see him clapping, so I knew it was close.
Oh, great shot.
He hit his pitch shot to about a foot and tapped it in, and it was easy as that, really.
Felt like a lot of relief as well to just be able to tap it in with a few shots to spare as well.
I got quite emotional because, it is your mate and he's done really well, and I had a bit of a cry. I won't be ashamed to say it, but it was just amazing. I gave him a massive hug on the last green, and it was just amazing to relive it all, really.
It was a massive moment for him, really, and you couldn't see the pressure of it. He gave a few sort of fist pumps early on, so you could tell that he was really up for it, which was great to see. Yeah, to shoot that and under the pressure was it was crazy, really. But it was good. It's just a good day.
Obviously, 8 under last round, you're thinking, it's going to be a tough task, but it never looked tough for him, really. 5 under through 7, it's just amazing. He got off to a really good start, and he just kicked on, and I never had doubt. After that birdie on the 7th, I knew he was going to do it, so it was just amazing. Obviously, he's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and to go back to Q School and achieve that is just amazing. I'm sure he's done his family and friends proud, and he's definitely done me proud, and it's just amazing to see him back where he belongs, really.
A stunning final round from Josh Berry. An 8-under finish puts him in 10th place and secures his DP World Tour card for 2025.
You've always got to back yourself, but the conditions were good and the scoring was low, so did what I had to do. The final round was definitely one of the best rounds of my year because it was one of them days where it's like a year-changing day, really. Like the most pressure-packed day to go out there and shoot 8 under is great.
All right, mate. Don't look like we're playing golf today, anyway.
No, I don't think we're playing golf today. Not the day for it.
Yeah, season overall, and what was it? Thoughts?
Yeah, I would say as a whole, played 37 events in the end, so there's a lot to take from that.
What a golf.
Yeah, but it's good though. I think one of the main things from the year is that I've played a lot of professional golf. I've got a lot of experience under my belt in the first year.
Yeah.
That I can bank on for the next year.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah. This year's tour school, crazy. A bit of a crazy one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was good to go back there, having done it before.
Yeah.
So I was in a good mindset because I've done it before, so I know I could try and do it again.
Yeah.
And then I played well in the second stage. I was always kind of inside the top 20 or whatever you needed to be.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, you did what you needed to do,
yeah.
Right? Get through those stages. Obviously then we're in Spain, you're going well, and then they cancel a day's play.
Yeah.
Probably at a time I thought it was ideal really, because I think having a day off and resting a bit.
Disguise, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. And then, go out there and shoot 8 under on the last day under the pressure was it was class, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's definitely something that I can look back on in certain points next year and be like, I know I've got it in me to shoot 8 under when it matters the most.
Yeah. Kick-started with that eagle.
Yeah, I think that was massive. Golf's all about momentum, isn't it?
Yeah.
Confidence, momentum. Once you see a putt go in, they all of a sudden feel easier, but
yeah.
that's just the game we play. I would say my first year on tour has been very challenging, but also very eye-opening, and I've learnt a lot. I've learnt so much, and yeah, it's just all experiences that I can take into my next year as a pro. There was times where I played well, but then there's also times that I probably didn't manage my time well enough and played too much, and it's all stuff that I can learn on for the next time round. I think that's something that I've always tried to do is, even when stuff's going well, is just always find the stuff that you can do better. I think even getting onto the DP World Tour, I'm still miles off where I want to be in the future, looking at Scheffler and McIlroy and stuff like that, so that's where I want to be. Golf's just such a hard game, but you just got to be a realist and just do as best you can. I think my best finish was 20th last year, so if I can get a top 10 and then top 5 and keep getting better from that, I think that'll be a good start.
You see the different levels, it's opened my eyes to how good the pros really are, and it's not as easy as everyone thinks it is, really, and there's so much more to it than everyone else thinks. And I think pro golf is really hard. It's one of the hardest games in the world. And I think coming from Yorkshire Golf, it's helped us. It's pushed us on. We're competitive and we want to win. So I think we've got that. If we're in contention, we can go and get a win, really, yeah. It's what everyone wants to do, innit? When they're out there, you're not there to place, are you? You're there to go and do your best and go and win the tournament and make sure you've got a card for another 2 years, really.
If I wanted to win an event badly this season, it would be the British Masters, because it's my home event and it was the worst event I played last year score-wise. So I think if I can go there with a mindset of trying to win it, and redemption at the British Masters would be very nice, wouldn't it, George?
Yeah, 100%, especially in front of a home crowd.
Yeah, it'd be amazing to play well there, I think. Yeah, it's definitely one I want to do well at.
Yeah, 100%.
Because, it's something I think about very often, to be fair, because obviously I was really looking forward to playing well there and then didn't really have my best stuff, so.
Yeah, we'll just learn from it and just go and smash it.
That's one of the good things about golf. There's always the next week, really. Well, most of the time there's always the next week, so you don't have to beat yourself up too much. You just got to get your head down and work on the things that you didn't do well and keep the things going that you did do well.
The event that you're looking for, well, that you're going to do well at is Kenya, because obviously that'll be your first best finish there, and you know the course, and I think you can go there and burn it up really, and you know the course, don't you? So
yeah, that's the thing about golf. It's hard to get ahead of yourself because it's such a hard game, and you can't, obviously, it's always one shot at a time. You don't know what you're going to do in 2 shots time, so it's always just one shot at a time, and yeah, you can't beat yourself up too much. You can't get ahead of yourself too much, so you just got to go with a mindset of trying to win and then finish as high as you can. As a whole, I think everything needs to get a little bit better. I would say definitely, I think mentally, I think everyone on tour is very good. I think you've got to have a memory like a goldfish to be able to just forget about all the bad stuff and just focus on the positives and just take every positive out of the situation.
The sky's the limit with him, really. You know, I think at his age at the minute and the experience he's already gained in a year, what is the levels, he puts the commitment in, the dedication's there, you know, the work rate, and he's got the talent, so yeah, sky's the limit.
I always knew he's good enough to be there and he belongs there, so I never had doubt. You could just tell he was a different person. Like, he'd grown up into a man, and you knew he knew what he was doing, and it was great to see, and I think he's just growing better every week.
I think he'll stay on tour for a while, and I think he'll achieve great things if he puts his mind to it. I think he's got a good chance of a good career. You know, he's very, very focused, and he's willing to put the effort in. You know, doesn't matter how many plasters he's putting on his fingers because he's got blisters. He still goes out and grounds out 3 hours worth of practice.
Like, as a kid, and even still now, I'd go to the golf course all day and practice on everything. Like, there's putting, chipping, hitting balls, everything that I just love. And especially when you've got good facilities, like, you just can't get bored practicing. Well, I can't anyway. I would say I'm most proud of last year playing as much as I did, and the amount of things I've learned from playing on different golf courses in different countries and different grasses, and playing with some of the best players in the world as well. I think looking a year prior to this, I'd only dream of being in the position that I am now, and obviously I'm still setting big goals for myself as well, where I want to be in the future. Yeah, I'm a big believer of everything happens for a reason, so, and obviously what you get in, you get out of the game as well. So if you put all the work in, you should get something out of it as well, if you believe in yourself.